I think Charlie is acting in good faith when he say the things he say.
Young men are going back to church. That is legit. That's happening because honestly, it's the only thing that they can find. It's a life raft in this just tsunami of chaos and disorder. So that's a really positive trend in the midst of all this. So that's my great hope is the spiritual hope that the young men that are lost, and if any young man is listening to this right now, like stop watching, stop, smoking weed, stop drinking endlessly. Find yourself back to church. That will reorient your life.
I agree.
And do what the church tells you to do, right? Find a woman, marry her, provide, have more kids than you can afford.
I love Charlie. We don't have to agree with everything, but I think Charlie is acting in good faith when he say the things he say. I know Charlie. I listen to Charlie. I agree with everything he said except the last thing he said. Have more kids than you can afford. Charlie may mean something different and he just kind of said it this way. When you got money like me and others, you can have a lot of kids because you can provide for them adequately. But the problem in our society is that people are having more kids than they can afford. Therefore, they're living in poverty and they're mistreating their children. Have the kids that you can afford and give them a good life. When I was a police officer, what does having more kids than you can afford look like for me? When I was making $49,000 a year. If I had 3 kids, we couldn't live in a nice neighborhood. We'd have to live in a low-end neighborhood because my money would be going to the kids and I couldn't afford to have a roof over their head other than being in the south side of Tucson. And therefore you got your kid and then they go to bad schools because you can't afford to live somewhere nice because all your money got to go into your kids' food, housing, all that. And then if there's advocacy that women should stay at home. If you got one income and your wife is at home and she got 3 or 4 kids, you're going to struggle, and the struggle is not necessary. Have 1 kid if you can afford it. Have 2 kids if you can afford it. And then when you get more money and get higher in a position of life, you can afford more, then have more kids that you can afford or adopt children.